Okay, I just had my dip. We're headed back. I want to show you the kayak ramp. So one thing to note about the beach area is there is bathrooms. They're very clean. They are, but there are no changing areas. So if you're like me, and you like to do one thing right after another, you know, the stalls are big enough to change in, but be mindful that you're not going to get a shower or be able to rinse off. But you can, you know, at least change so that if you wanted to go on a hike, you want to go kayaking, and the kayaking is fantastic here. The kayak ramp is something like I've never seen. It's actually made for people with disabilities, but it makes it very easy for someone like who's alone, like I was yesterday. I just got a new kayak. It's 10 feet long, and I did make a kind of a cart for it, but only having used it now for the second time, it can be daunting when you get it in the water and then, you know, you're trying to get in it. Well, this made it extremely easy for me because I was able to actually take the kayak from the back of the van, put it on the my little trolley system, roll it down the ramp, put it in the chute, fully loaded, ready to go. I unhooked the cart, put it back in the van, moved the van because you only have 15 minutes. Well, they ask you to only take 15 minutes to load and unload your kayaks and have the vehicle down there, because that's also where they rent out kayaks and canoes, and so it can get a little busy. Now the problem, I was lucky there was no one in this particular loading and unloading kayak canoe apparatus, so I didn't have to wait. I did have to wait on the way back in. There were two people coming from the Paddle-In campground, which is really kind of a cool idea. I actually paddled out there yesterday, looked around. I wish I had brought my camera, but I didn't have my charger, and I ended up having to go out yesterday, which was good because that storm had rolled in, and when I got back, it had just started sprinkling. So I was, you know, I went down to the beach where I showed you, and I sat under the pavilion, and it was nice and breezy, and you know, it was safe, and I could see the storm come in. But anyways, we're entering where the kayaks and the canoes are launched. There's plenty of parking down here, so that's a good thing. I'm going to shut off the camera for now, and I'll pick it up in a little bit. I'm not going to drive down there in case someone wants to drive down and drop off their kayak or their canoe. I don't want to take up their space, so I'll catch you in a second.